Lessons I learned from the Stoics. Before you can hope to do anything well, you must make your peace with looking the fool. Nothing important is accomplished without sometimes feeling like a fraud. And the more a future path seems impossible, the more inevitable that you must take it. When I committed to practicing a vegan, whole food, plant-based lifestyle, I often looked the fool, felt a fraud, and followed what seemed an impossible-looking future path. But after that, it was pretty easy. Ready to feel foolish, fraudulent, and capable of the impossible? Have I got a challenge for you? Hello, Vegheads. You're listening to Veg Your Best, the plant-based podcast. My name is Michelle Olander. I'm a certified life coach, a practicing vegan, and I'm here to try and convince you to show up, eat more plants, and not wait a single second longer to set an impossible goal, whatever that is for you. Episode Lucky 13, where we find out if you're up for the challenge. So guys, it's December 1st, the last gasp of 2020. Does that sound negative? Well, I'm fine with it. I've gotten a few podcast episodes behind me, and we have just finished World Vegan Month, November 2020. If you haven't been following me over on the Facebook, why? Why not? I have done a short daily video throughout World Vegan Month as my vegan challenge. And now, because I'm getting so many nice comments and questions, I'm going to do it through the end of December. 31 more videos. That's right, it's a threat. My mission is to nudge you all a little closer to the green side for your health, for the environment, and for the animals. And today, we are going to talk about vegan challenges, plant-based challenges, and the 5 reasons they can be impossible and why you should take on those challenges anyway. So, if you have been thinking about moving toward a vegan, whole food, plant-based diet, but it just doesn't seem possible, you're in the right place. Because once vegan, plant-based thoughts start rattling around in your brain, you are a veghead in my book. And even if your day-to-day food choices are still including animal products, this is a practice, or for want of a better word, a journey. Our English word journey comes from the Old French for a day's work or a day's travel. So did I tell you there were going to be etymologies? Get used to it. How we eat, how we fuel ourselves is a daily practice. And where we end up, well, it's always 100% based on how we show up day by day. Maybe you think giving up meat, fish, eggs, and dairy would be good for the environment, for your cholesterol, for the animals, for avoiding type 2 diabetes. But you also think it might be too hard. Maybe you think you're too traditional, too busy, too foodie, too old, or too social to commit to eating vegan. Maybe you think it's too difficult for people who travel abroad or travel on business or are married to carnivores. Maybe you think it just doesn't work for people who have a closet full of leather shoes and bags, or have a hard time asking for special menus, or have a track record of just eating what they're offered. I get it. I get all of it. I never thought I could commit to eating vegan while I had those thoughts. And what if you stopped thinking those thoughts and just decided to veg your best? to eat plants for the reasons you choose to the best of your ability. That's the Veg Your Best method, and that's your challenge. So today we're going to talk about the 5 reasons vegan challenges are impossible and why I think you should do them anyway. Maybe you know someone who signed up for a 7 or a 10 or a 30-day vegan challenge. Maybe they ate perfectly vegan every day and they haven't touched another animal product since. Well, you may know them, but it certainly wasn't me, though there are probably some people who think it was. As a whole food, plant-based, practicing vegan, I know that's a mouthful, I no longer eat meat, chicken, dairy, eggs, or fish. And plenty of people think I switched overnight. And some thought I was vegan long before I really made that commitment because they didn't see when I ate animal products on occasion. And maybe you yourself have tried a vegan challenge, and after a couple days or weeks, you ate something with eggs maybe, like batter-dipped onion rings. Not that I know. Or your mom made you chicken soup when you were coughing, or you went to a wedding and there was no vegan option. Or the vegan option that was there looked, weird. Or you were starving and you stopped at a drive-thru at 10:30 p.m., or it was a holiday, or, can you relate? After 1 or 2 of these situations, most folks will throw their hands up in the air and say, this is impossible. Or I have no willpower. Or doesn't matter now, I blew it. Or this is no fun. That's the problem with vegan challenges. It's the wrong challenge for most of us. So, 5 reasons vegan challenges are impossible. Number 1, thinking about the perfect time to start the challenge. Should I start before our vacation or after? Should I wait until the holidays are over? Or maybe it would be better when the kids are visiting their grandparents, or when husband/wife/roommate is out of town. Is Monday a better day to start? Or the weekend when you aren't at the office, or when your sister has time to do it along with you? How about making it a New Year's resolution? Well, there is no right time to start a vegan challenge. There's also no wrong time. The real challenge is to do the best you can. 5 reasons why a vegan challenge is impossible. Number 2, thinking all the time about what not to eat. So if you spend all day, every day, thinking about the sandwich you can't eat, no turkey, no cheese, no mayo, or pizza without sausage, anchovies, or mozzarella, or wondering if this vegetable soup has chicken stock in it, or after church, we always get donuts, and now I can't have any. Or, my family only makes hamburgers, grilled chicken, and hot dogs at our cookouts. Or, no fish and chips at the beach. A vegan challenge is not just meatless. It's much, much more. More greens, more grains, more beans, more veggies of every kind, more fruits, more flavors, more colors. This is the time to think about more, not just less. The real vegan challenge is to do the best you can with more. 5 reasons why vegan challenges are impossible. Number 3, thinking about what others are thinking about you. Oh, there he goes again with another fad diet. How long will this one last? Oh, I hope she doesn't think I'm going to eat that way too. So, are you getting rid of all your leather shoes and bags too? Now I have to make a whole separate meal just for when you come over? Why is he even coming into this restaurant? It's so embarrassing when he asks the waiter what's in every dish on the menu, right? Thinking about what others are thinking about your vegan challenge, that's not what a vegan challenge is about, right? Very meta. Your challenge is just you getting practice thinking about where the food on your plate comes from. Only your thoughts matter. The real challenge is to do the best you can. 5 reasons why vegan challenges are impossible. Number 4, thinking it has to be all or nothing, perfect or pointless. Well, I'll need a vegan cookbook, maybe a few of them. And I'll need a vegan meal subscription. I'll need supplements. I, of course, need a Vitamix. I need to throw out all the animal products in my kitchen. I need a complete vegan meal plan. I'm not even sure I know what vegans do eat. I need to go shopping. I can't have his lunch meat in my fridge. This pan can only have vegetables in it now. Listen, there is no Federal Bureau of Vegan Investigation. There will be no prizes or trophies. You can't be a perfect vegan any more than you can be a perfect anything else. The whole point of your vegan challenge is for you to see that most of our default food choices contain animal products. You don't need a lot of rules or new equipment or information. You just need to practice choosing veggies, greens, beans, fruit, legumes, and seeds. Exercising your power of choice, one meal, one ingredient at a time. That's the point. The real vegan challenge is to do the best you can. So 5 reasons vegan challenges are impossible. Number 5, thinking about your diet instead of your thoughts. So you spend your day stressing about whether your new vegan recipe will taste good. You wonder, if I'm still hungry, what else am I going to be able to eat? Maybe I will just stay home tonight. I don't even know if there's anything I can order at the place my friends and I go after work. You start questioning whether you're getting enough protein. You think maybe you should just quit the challenge altogether or postpone it. You start thinking that eating vegan is so time-consuming, you need your mental energy for other things right now. You have decision fatigue, trying to figure it all out, what to eat. Food is what fuels your body and your brain to do work in the world. Your real vegan challenge is a challenge because instead of simply choosing plants to fuel your body, you're discovering how unconscious and habitual your food choices are. You have thoughts all day long about what is easy and what is hard, what foods are normal and what ones are weird. You have thoughts of confusion. You have thoughts of overwhelm, annoyance, embarrassment. Well, what if instead of thinking, I have to figure out how to eat all these vegan foods, you decided to think, I'm challenging myself to notice my thoughts about this vegan challenge. There are vegan food plans, cookbooks, menus, shopping lists, prepared foods, meal subscriptions, and kits designed to make going vegan, going plant-based, quote, easy. But if a vegan challenge is making you feel overwhelmed or confused, stressed, embarrassed, ambivalent, paralyzed, unprepared, joyless, it's not the food, it's your thoughts. Customarily, I start my new clients with some fill-in-the-blank questions. I'll put the links in the notes, but I'll read them out loud, a few of them to you. So to actually go vegan or plant-based, I would have to fill in the blank. To actually go vegan or plant-based, I would have to fill in the blank. The problem with not eating any animal products today is Fill that in. The problem with not eating any animal products today is eating plant-based or vegan is easy as long as one thing I would need to do before starting a vegan challenge is and last question, the thing that makes it harder for me not to eat meat, dairy, eggs, and fish is, I'll repeat that. The thing that makes it harder for me to go without eating meat, dairy, eggs, or fish is, okay, if you fill in those 5 short sentences, and maybe even just doing those sentences in your head while you were listening, you may have a little bit clearer idea of what the real obstacle is between you and a vegan or plant-based diet. It's your thoughts about what is going to happen to you, around you, with you, when you challenge yourself to avoid or eliminate animal products and choose all the vegetables, all the grains, all the greens, all the fruits, all the seeds, all the legumes. Your thoughts are the obstacles, and some of those thoughts may seem really very true, but for the vast majority of you, those are just sentences you've been saying in your head. And you can keep saying them, or you can challenge yourself to start changing one of them, 2 of them, or just thinking about changing them. That's the Veg Your Best challenge. If you have reasons for moving towards a vegan or plant-based diet or lifestyle, but you can't seem to get traction, you can't make it stick, I would love to be your coach. In the meantime, we'll be in Facebook with a video every day for December with a little bit of plant-based or vegan propaganda as I try to nudge you towards that green side of the street. Veg Your Best podcast production, music and editing by Charlie Weinshank. Thanks, Charlie. Before you go, it would mean so much to me and the Veg Your Best team if you would hit subscribe, leave us a 5-star review, or share with someone you think might be interested. Something about algorithms, it helps bump us up a little in the rankings, and that's the best way to help others find the podcast and for us to find our audience. So until next week, take it easy and just challenge yourself to veg your best.